Premier League. I miss one bag of gold medal pan me no. Red stripe alone champion boy go. Pan a pour them a singing anthem to. Red stripe, watcha. Man shall I be the forward boy. Red stripe Premier League champion boy score. Every goal when I run from boy. Red stripe Premier League champion boy now. Pop down we run the marathon boy. The bush and never made it that the champion boy pano. Nah man I done a songsters boy. Red stripe Premier League champion boy.
Hold on. Hey.
Good evening and welcome to the Draxall Sports Complex. We are here for match day 24 in the Red Stripe National Premier Football League. Mount Pleasant against Humberland here at the Draxall Sports Complex. The starting teams for today for the Humberland team, it's number 44 Dennis Taylor in goal, number 51 Linval Lewis, number 33 Kemar Drake, number 14 Andre Clennon, number 9 Jermaine Christian, number 45 Rohan Richards, number 39 Keneal Hyde, number 34 Afiba Chambers, number 10 Levon Williams, number 7 Vishnel Harris, and number 12 Andrew Vanzi. Starting today for Mount Pleasant, it's Kadeem Davis in goal, wearing number 40, Ricardo Campbell, number 5, number 3 and captain, Ladale Ritchie, number 14, Sule Makala, number 12, Latroy Leng, number 15, Kevon Isaacs, number 17, Ronaldo Rodney, number 25, Jeremy Nelson, number 19, Cordell Benbow, number 16, Francois Swaby, and number 11, Keslan Hall. Officiating today's encounter, we have in the middle, Veralton Nemhard. He's assisted by Oje Doheny and Garvin Carvalho. The fourth official is Andre Farquharson, and the match commissioner is Tracy Hackett. Lewin Purser is the referee assessor. The game is underway, and it's Mount Pleasant kicking towards the Polo Club end. Humberland kicking towards the clubhouse. Red Stripe Premier League action, Monday night action here at Draxall. It's 0-0 in the early goings of this encounter. As we hand you over to David Price.
Fresh, go ahead. Don't go side. Go on side. No, sir, not cheering. No, just take out the turret. Take out the turret. Sit up, my turret. Shit. Good now. Just that. Me don't know. Tell me when you're ready.
Portmore, they would have overtaken Mount Pleasant and are in the 4th spot. Humble Lion. Portmore, they are on 39 points. 2 behind Mount Pleasant, who are looking to inch closer to Waterhouse, who are on 46 points. So you're just joining us. Welcome here. Home team Mount Pleasant in blue. We are here at Jack's Hall for this Monday night TV game. It's ball comes inside, headed out by the man Clennon. Here is looks to be Isaacs. Can't get by Clennon, who bullies him off the ball there. Now it's intersected by the new man, Vishnal Harris, coming in from Arnett Gardens. But now Campbell will take over. So give you the starting lineups in a moment as this one is chipped forward. And goalkeeper looks to be Dennis Taylor. So for the away team in goal, it's Dennis Taylor, number 44. Linval Lewis, number 51. Kemar Drake, 33. Wolf, number 11. Corey Hilton, 25. Javane Thompson, 26. Number 14. Andre Clennon, number 9. Jermaine Christian, number 45. Rowan Richards, number 30. Mikhail Harrison, number 39. Kenil Hyde, number 18. Shemar Roden. And number 4, Kevin Reed. Roden here amongst the substitutes. I'm going to run through the starting team, just how it's lined up here on this match card. So I'll get to that in a moment as we see the shot there by Clennon. Comes off the boot of Campbell, former Humble Lion man there. Now it comes across as far as to the man Wolf. Wolf, can he put across inside still? Wolf wants to get it on his left foot. Now he chips this one inside, headed out now by Campbell. Comes as far as looks to be the man Vanzi. Back inside with Wolf. Here is number 10 player is actually Levan Williams. And Wolf is wearing number 11. So we're just going to get the right starting team here for you. So Vishnal Harris is 7. Andrew Vanzi, 12. Levan Williams, 10. Afiba Chambers, 34. Kenny Lyde, 39. Rowan Richards, Jermaine Christian, Andre Clennon, number 45. Rowan Richards, number 9. Christian, number 14. Clennon. Kemar Drake, 33. Linval Lewis, number 51. And Dennis Taylor, number 44. That's the starting lineup for Humble Lions. So Willie Rolfe actually on the bench as Williams now does well to get by McCullough, but can't pass Isaacs there. Another former Humble Lion man. So a couple Humble Lion players coming over to Mount Pleasant here as Vishnal Harris now the new man coming in from Arnett Gardens and finds himself in the middle of the park. top player in the Premier League over the years as we move to the starting lineup for Mount Pleasant. Number 40 is Kadeem Davis, also was a Humble Line player before leaving for Waterhouse. And then here at Mount Pleasant, Ricardo Campbell, number 5, number 3, Ladale Ritchie, number 14, Soleil Makala, number 12, Latroy Leng, number 15, Kevin Isaacs, number 17, Ronaldo Rodney, number 25, Jeremy Nelson, number 19, Cardell Benbow, number 16, Francois Swaby, and number 11, Keslan Hall. No So we are not seeing Kemar Beckford in the squad here for today's game. Leading goal scorer, 11 goals, but not seeing him in the squad. Not sure if there's an injury, but not in the squad here as here comes now kick taken by Campbell. High into the sky. Nelson goes up, pushed off the ball there by Linval Lewis. Comes across now to Sharp, but met there by Leng. Leng now rises high, still Leng. Leng now wins out. Kestanal inside to Nelson. Nelson comes across to Leng. Leng can get across, but cut out by Sharp. Now Leng inside to Rodney. Rodney wants to turn, chips it for Leng. Can Leng get across inside along the turf, but only unblind place. Kestanal now boots the goal, but Taylor, no problems there for Taylor, who wears the captain armband. And so after 12 minutes, some more goal mouth action here as the ball headed now, pushed to the turf there. Harris just pushes Kevin Isaacs to the turf as here Bigger Thompson here is the coach for Humble Lion, having taken over as the assistant here, Andrew Price, on national duties, so not here tonight. So it's a Monday night game here at Jack Sall, and live on television, it's Mount Pleasant, second place in the Premier League, and regardless of what the result is, they will remain in second place, but would want to consolidate their position and go closer to the leaders, Waterhouse, who now have 46 points. So here is a ball now trying to play it inside is Nelson, but cut out by Francois Swaby. Rowan Richards comes across to the man, Jermaine Sharp. Now inside, here is Vanzi across to Levan Williams, dispossessed here as the number 39 man there, Kenil Hyde, wins out now and tries to play inside, but easily won there by McCullough, who comes inside to Benbow. Benbow now goes down under a challenge, and player just forcing the shot there, and Benbow to the turf. So the interesting team news here is that Kemar Beckford, leading goal scorer, 11 goals, second in the Premier League, is not in the squad here today, and it would be interesting to know why. But here comes Ladale Ritchie, captain, chips this one forward. Swaby can't get there before Linval Lewis. Leng now, not much on the clearance, but now it comes inside to Rowan Richards, back to Ladale Ritchie. Ritchie now on the ball, comes across to Campbell. Campbell now across to Soleil Makala. Man who got the goal versus Harborview here, back inside to Campbell. Campbell now looking for a pass, might go long, but now he comes across to Ritchie. Here comes Ritchie now, comes as far as to Swaby. Swaby, a former Humble Hand man as well. So lots of former teammates working out here as this one now is chipped forward for the run of Nelson. Nelson now takes it on the chest, but he can't get by Vanzi, who comes inside to Christian, and Leng called for the foul here. And 15 minutes gone here in the encounter. It's 0-0 the scoreline. Mount Pleasant, they're in blue. They're at home playing against Humble Lion in the yellow and red and green. Green socks, yellow and red shirts, red shorts. As very interesting clash here. Humble Lion would want to go back into second place into third place rather if they could grab a win here. And humble Mount Pleasant just want to consolidate their start. Here comes Rodney now telling the referee that he didn't touch the man, but the referee having none of it as we look at a free kick here to be taken by Humble Lion. It's about 25 yards out, and last time both teams met right here at Jacksall. In the first game they drew 1-1. Second game, a late blitz from Mount Pleasant saw them winning in the last 5 minutes to come out 2-1 winners. So Humble Lion here to avenge that defeat. Presently on 36 points. 39 points would bring them level with Portmore, but still would leave them in fourth place based on goal difference. Would have to win today by a very large margin, as referee Davis not taking any chances and knocks it over the top. And the players there saying that he should have allowed that one to go out, but Davis is saying he wasn't sure, and therefore he had to make the necessary precautions, not taking any chances there. So after the round of games last week, the point standing for Waterhouse, they lead with 46 points. Mount Pleasant 41 in second. Portmore United 39 points in third. Humble Lion, they have 36 points in fourth, as Vishnu Harris now trying to get by. Ball comes across, but Kadim Davis alert to the danger and manages to save there. Done beholding there in fifth, 35 points. Arnett Gardens, 6, also 35 points. Tivoli Gardens, and they have had the second round, best team of the second round, moving from the relegation zone, and now they are into the, as Nelson falls to the turf and couldn't connect there with the man. Richie now back to Isaacs. Isaacs now high into the face of Richards, and yellow card shown to the man Kevin Isaacs for a high boot. Cleared the ball but went straight into the face of Rowan Richards, and assistant coach Bigger Thompson just asking if something more should be on that, but that's something similar to what we expect from a Bigger Thompson. So nothing new to him in terms of what he would be dishing out to players. This time his player is on the receiving end of a dangerous challenge, and first yellow card of the game here to the man Kevin Isaacs. So just about 20 minutes here as Van Zino boots this one high upfield. Goalkeeper Davis just collects here and comes forward now to clear for the home team, Mount Pleasant. So ball now booted wide to Fine Hall. Hall does well to keep it on the field. Does he? No. And it's a throw now. So good crowd here. Not to jam pack, but quite a lot of folks inside Jacksall here for this Monday night encounter, as this is the first Monday night game. The second game in the history of Mount Pleasant. There was one game here, but since that, Mount Pleasant have not been able to get another Monday night game, and now they have come to. So here is Sule Makala inside to Hall. Hall can't turn, loses out to Hyde. Here is Richie now, comes back to Kadim Davis. Davis controls, still Davis now looking to make a pass. Now he comes across to Richie. Leng going wide as this one is chipped inside. Leng falls to the turf. And Chambers here will recover for Humble Lion as Benbow now does well to come across as an attacking player to do some defensive work. But now he's adjudged to have done it illegally. And referee is calling. So goalkeeper now calling for some attention on the touchline, and medical staff getting involved here as seems to be just you're just joining us. We have 22 minutes on the clock unofficially. 0-0 the scoreline here between Mount Pleasant Football Academy and Humble Lion. Humble Lion, they have a free kick deep inside the Mount Pleasant half. It would be the left attacking flank and the right defensive flank for the Mount Pleasant team. Mount Pleasant, if they win here, would go to 44 points as the heads go up, and that one will go over the top. And a goal kick is the verdict here. Mount Pleasant now on 41 points would go to 44 and 2 behind leaders Waterhouse. So it would be to consolidate the second position. I'm going to give you the substitutes for Mount Pleasant in a short while. Alwyn Harvey, David Swaby, Evan Taylor, Kevin Graham, Ryan Brown, Jordan Fletcher, and Daniel Green. That is the substitutes bench. And coach, of course, Paul Teagat Davis here now is Hyde. Looks inside, gets it to Levan Williams. Williams wants to come inside to Vanzi, dispossess. Hall comes across trying to get the run of Swaby. Swaby can't get the better of Linval Lewis. And now it comes to Drake. Drake, and still Drake misses out now, but the goalkeeper Taylor will recover. So Drake's a left-sided player, so struggled on the right foot there, playing today as a centre-back. Not sure why he wasn't on the left side of the defense, as now Clennon chips this one inside to Vishnu Laris, wants to throw ball to Christian, but just cut out there by Leng. Leng now with Richards, ball inside to the man Clennon, still Clennon. Clennon now back to Harris. Harris now wants to get it back to Clennon, but cut out by Benbow now. Benbow is running away with it. Here comes Nelson, back inside to Benbow. Benbow now chips it across, but Hall didn't spot the run, and Benbow goes down and seemingly under a challenge. Fourth official now is going to talk to referee, and now he speaks to referee to tell him what is happening, what could have caused the infringement. So now the referee is now getting some instructions. So the referee now will go to his pocket. I don't know who is the person, and Jeremy Nelson, the man who will receive a yellow card, and obviously using his hands to foul the player off the ball, and the referee saw, and so that's the second yellow card here. Nelson also receiving a yellow card in his first game versus Harborview in the Monday night game last week. And joins Kevin Isaacs in the referee's book, as Benbow now wants to get some attention, and the referee was really caught up in speaking with his assistant, and as such now he calls on the medical team, and the medical team is not coming on. Benbow seems to be fine, as so here is Nelson now, ball, drop ball. Nelson now plays it and gives a throw to the Humble Lion team. So here comes ball now played inside, headed out by Leng. Comes as far as Nelson. Nelson to Benbow. Benbow going down under a challenge. And here is some pushing and shoving here some pushing and shoving here. And Christian, the man who will go into the referee's book, as referee now goes into his pocket, and the players here asking why didn't Benbow get a yellow card as well, because he's saying that both of them were pushing and shoving, and the referee made his decision. So Christian goes into the referee's book. So tempers flaring here at Jack's Hall. It's quite an intense affair between the 4th place and the 2nd place team, as Leng now chips this one inside, can't get past Richards. Rodney, now Clennon comes forward, chips it for the runoff. Levan Williams over on the right hand side. Still Williams going forward, takes it on the head. Here comes Levan Williams, but dispossessed by Rodney. And now a crunching challenge by Clennon there. And this game looks to have a red card or 2 in it, because we are seeing quite some aggressive stuff on display here by both teams. As ball now inside with Rodney. Rodney back to McCullough. McCullough across to Campbell. Campbell now not taking any prisoners. Boots it one across. Here comes Benbow. Loses out to Chambers. Here comes Richards. Misses out now. Here comes Nelson. Nelson wants to get it to Swaby. Swaby can't get there before Christian. Isaacs now comes across to Leng. Leng inside to Benbow. Here's Benbow. Can't control. And Levan Williams will come away with it. Here is Williams now over on the right hand side. Still Williams leaves Benbow to the turf. Still Williams on the ball coming across now. Still Williams, Benbow now, but Williams chips it across to Richards. Can't get it one time. Clennon wants to turn and shoot, but he's hounded here by Isaacs. And Nelson now comes as far as to Benbow. He's all over the place, Benbow, as now he comes to Keslan all over on the right hand side. Here is Hall now with one defender to beat. Here is Hall. Drake for company. Hall comes inside. Chips a wayward pass right onto the man Richards for Mount Umberline to go the other way. Isaacs now tackles up and foul here, as quick restart now by Vishnu Harris. Here's Christian over on the right hand side. So a little pace now added to the game as Harris now chips it, but Clennon falls to the turf, and McCullough will clear just about at the halfway line as Vanzi now goes high, heads it over, comes as far as to Kemil Wolf. Here's Wolf now on the ball. Wolf chips it inside, trying to get Williams going. Rodney now will recover for Mount Pleasant. Benbow comes across to Francois Swaby. Swaby will challenge, and if that goes outside, it will be a corner, and Taylor does well to keep it in play. And now he will kick it outside for a throw and allow his team to regroup. So it's just about 30 minutes, half-hour mark here in the encounter. 0-0 the scoreline between Mount Pleasant in blue, the home team, and Humble Lion. They're in yellow and red, as Ladale Richie now chips this one to the back post for the run of Hall. Hall can't keep it in play, and just a wayward ball again there, as 0-0 the score here. Referee wants some attention for Kadeem Davis, the goalkeeper, who is to the turf again, and Swaby, the substitute, wants to get warm, as Kadeem Davis seeking some medical attention. The coach now will take the opportunity to call in his players and just giving them some words here, as Kadeem Davis is being treated. The Humble Lion team, they are in a huddle and just trying to reassess the game plan, as the substitution bench here: Corey Hilton, Javane Thompson, Michael Harrison is the goalkeeper, Shemar Roden, Kevin Reed, Romeo Wright, Courtney Hill. Those are the players on the bench. We did have Wolver Wolf's name, but apparently he didn't come as part of the squad here. So the game squad, that is. And normally would have seen the chairman Mr. Lester Mike Henry here, and we restart with Linval Lewis. Here is ball now chipped, should be going outside, and still in play here as now it goes outside. Here is Linval Lewis to Vanzi. Vanzi now goes across to Drake. Here comes Drake across to Hyde. So two left-sided players playing on the right-hand side of the Humble Lion defense. And not sure if that's a deliberate ploy to invert the left-sided players. Not that they're coming up much, but maybe we'll see them a little later in the game as Nelson now controls McCalla, comes inside to Isaacs, puts it on the turf, gets it as far as to Richie. Richie back to Campbell. Campbell takes it on the tie. Here is Campbell now. We chip it forward to McCalla. McCalla comes on the outside to Benbow. Benbow back inside and throw as it was cut out there by Humble Lion. Here is Benbow inside, back to McCalla. McCalla across to Campbell, boots this one long upfield and just picked off there Nelson by Hyde and just posting up on him and blocking him out of the space as Benbow now turns on the ball, comes across to the man Leng. Leng back to Richie. Richie now, so Mount Pleasant assured in possession, just building from the back as headed out there by, looks to be Christian, and a throw-in now to Mount Pleasant. So 33 minutes gone in the encounter as crowd not pleased with the quality of play based on the comments we are hearing in the stands as Benbow now chips this one inside to the one Francois Swebe. Nelson now wants to charge inside the box, but he's being hounded by two players as Benbow takes it, tries to shoot, but comes off the legs there of the man Vanzi. And Chambers now over on the right hand side comes inside, but cut out again by Mount Pleasant. Comes as far as to Drake and corner kick here, the verdict as Mount Pleasant line up to take the corner. Not sure who is the taker, not seeing any Mount Pleasant players going towards the ball. Latroy Leng now jogs across to take this on behalf of Mount Pleasant as the Vuvuzelas start to ring out after 34 minutes gone. And corner kick, some anticipation here as Leng now chips this one inside. Good corner! Goalkeeper Taylor does well to come and punch. That was a good whipping corner kick. Isaacs did well now, but the man Rodney couldn't turn as Leng now tries to clear his line, come as far as to Nelson. Nelson now to Richie. Can Richie get across inside? Now he backs to Nelson. Nelson can't get across still. Now it comes across, pushed out of the way there. Kestanal, here is Suley McCalla. Here is Francois Swebe! And over the top. And from 14 yards out, he's still standing at the spot, knowing that he should have done better. But he was coming from high, wanted to get over it some more, but the time wasn't afforded him by the Humble Lion defenders. So he had to make a decision and maybe should have just jumped to get some elevation to get on top of that and to finish in the back of the net, but only managed to kick it high and wide as we have 35 minutes gone on the clock here and still 0-0 between Mount Pleasant in blue and Humble Lion in the red and yellow sweeps. Here is Clennon now being hounded by Rodney, but does well to keep possession. Big, strong, burly number 9 player. Chambers now inside to Vanzi. Vanzi back to Drake. Drake across to Kenil Hyde. Hyde now. Still Hyde going up the right hand side. Comes as far as to Williams. Williams being hounded all the time by Suley McCalla. And Jermaine Christian, the man there. Williams has drifted inside to the number 9 position. So some rotation here between the front three of Humble Lion as this one now is chipped inside on the chest of Keston Hall. Controls well. Can he find a good pass? Comes inside to Benbow. Benbow now being owned by two players. Does well now to pass across to Hall. Over on the left-hand side. Can Hall get it inside? Hall now to chip across, but wayward and outside. Not the required quality needed to get it onto a target player, who would have been Francois Swebe or Jeremy Nelson, who had made their way inside the box. And now we see Williams drifting now to the left side, and Clennon back in the pivot role of the attack. And in coaching terminology, he being the furthest player upfield adds depth to the attack. One of the principles of attack. The coaches will tell you need width and depth. And depth means just how high up the field the furthest person up the field has been. But now, charging through the middle of the pitch, passes one across to Isaacs, turning away from the ball. And Lewis now will charge up the field, comes across the halfway line. The centre back now rolls it outside for the run of Clennon. Clennon now controls, being hounded by Leng. Still Clennon comes inside now to Rowan Richard. Richard control, dribbles inside, good move. Comes across to Vanzi, forced back by Mount Pleasant, and Benbow does well to force them across. Now Hyde goes across to join the party, plays this one inside, but Rodney does well to cut it out. Comes as far as McCullough. Can he keep it in play? Yes. Now he's back with Campbell. Campbell now backs up to go long, but now he comes short and gives the ball away. But Suley McCullough recovers well, plays it off the man there. And now Vishnu Larris has a chance to dribble inside the box, cuts and turns, and still Vishnu Larris chips it for Clennon, who goes over the top, just in a similar way that Francois Swebe just missed. At the other end, it was a glorious opportunity. Closer to goal, could have been just about 10 yards, just at the penalty, the goal line there. Just at the penalty area. And he went under it and skied it, just as his counterpart did on the opposite end, Francois Swebe. So the two strikers are aiming for the skies tonight. And to be honest with you, there are not many stars in the Jacksaw sky. So we're not so sure what they're shooting at. But two glorious chances there missed on either end by both teams as we resume action here. Heading into the 40th minute of play. The man Jeremy Nelson, the new signing, now chips this one over the top. Chambers should get rid of this. He does. Comes now as far as to Benbow. Benbow now wants to go inside and finds Rodney. Comes across. Nelson now rolls it to Suley McCullough. Rodney on the outside. McCullough comes inside. Gets it to Kessanal. Wants to play a cheeky little pass to Swebe. And just bouncing the player there. And Chambers going down under the challenge. Wins a throw for Humble Lion team. So just about 5 minutes to go in the first stanza here of this intriguing encounter, the head-to-head for this season. Drawn result at Effortville, Mount Pleasant. They won the second round encounter 2-1. We're back here at Jacksall for the third installment in the 2020 season of Humble Lion versus Mount Pleasant, as Vanzi just pushes Jeremy Nelson to the turf. And both the Humble Lion crowd and the Mount Pleasant crowd are clamoring for a goal here, as ball now to be played by Campbell. Referee just blows to tell him to get it going, as Nelson was pushed off the ball there. No call from the referee. Comes off the chest of Francois Swebe. Rolls it inside to Benbow. Benbow now off the left boot, but always going over there. Just from the shape. I know he went under the ball. It was obvious that it was going over the top, so no real threat. And left foot is weaker foot, Benbow. So, by the looks of things, we're heading into halftime with a 0-0 scoreline here, as two really good chances for both teams. None could capitalize, as the ball now is booted long, headed up by McCullough. Comes inside Win now by Nelson, who rolls it further across to Leng. Leng now makes a first good touch and chips it inside, comes as far as the Francois Swaby in the air, and now off the boot, but Taylor to go down low to save. Ben Molo chips it back across and over the top. Keslan Hall, and it's a story of missed chances here. So Swaby did well this time, allowed the ball to fall, got the shot off. Taylor had to go low to his left, managed to push it in the path of Ben Bow. Ben Bow played back the cross inside, but Keston Hall could not capitalize here. And here comes ball now with Lewis trying to play, but skewed off the boot, and Drake also not making a good decision here. Can Mount Pleasant make them pay as Isaacs now comes to Latroy Leng, comes inside to Nelson. Nelson across to Benbow. Inadvertently comes back to Leng. Here is Benbow. Wants to go inside. Turns well from Harris. Chips it now inside to the man Campbell. Here comes across to Suley McCullough and can't control there. And rare mistake from McCullough. Don't think the crowd will give him such a hard time. He's one of the favorites here at Mount Pleasant. Has had an outstanding first season with the team from the left full-back position, popping up to score all of 6 goals last season, and already with 2 goals this season for the team. As ball comes across now to Linval Lewis, who wants to pass inside, but the road's blocked there, and Chambers now finds himself in a position to cross inside, comes onto the tie of Levan Williams. Now Rodney and Afiba Chambers with the tackle there, pointing to the ball to say that he won the ball, but the referee is having none of it. And just on the stroke of halftime here, Mount Pleasant win another free kick just inside. Close to the center circle here. And free kick the verdict as Richie seems to want to go long, as comes inside now with Leng. Can't get by Williams. Still Leng recovers well to come to Richie. Richie now boots this one long. Rodney now runs away. Here's Nelson now with Rodney inside, chips it across at the back post. Hall can't get there before the man Hyde. Now he chips it back inside. Comes now Francois Swaby, still can't get the shot off. And Humble Lion now clear their lines as 2 minutes indicated by the 4th official, as this one now comes across for the run of Jeremy Nelson. Would he want to get across inside? Now he controls, settles it well. Now he chips it inside for the Taylor comes across, but manages to get it on the second attempt. So danger averted there. So we already told you 2 minutes indicated by the 4th official, as we have reached to the 45-minute mark, and lots of excitement here, anticipation, nervy moments, as both sets of fans expecting something from this encounter, as coach now giving some instructions to his team. The new signee Vishnal Harris, the Arnett Gardens man, coming over to Humble Lion, and Afiba Chambers here, and Andrew Vanzi, Rowan Richards, and coach Bigger Thompson giving some instructions here, you know, just telling them what he thinks should happen. And now they leave as Taylor now to restart play. An interesting fact here for you: Dennis Taylor, who is the captain of Humble Lion, as the referee calls a halt to the proceeding, and also a former Reno man, is the younger brother of Evan Taylor, who is a member of the Mount Pleasant team and also a former Reno man. As we break for the halftime interval here, join us for the second half as we leave you with the news that Mount Pleasant 0, Humble Iron 0 at Jacksall here after 45 minutes.
Ready, tell me. Hold on.
Pleasant, the home team, up against Humble Lion from Clarendon. Mount Pleasant in blue and Humble Lion in the opposite colors, red, yellow, green socks. And it's 0-0 the score line, as we are told that Donovan Duki is in the house. Here comes Isaacs now, boots this one to Hall. Hall comes as far as to Rodney. Rodney inside with McCullough. McCullough now going up the touchline, but can't get it past Rodney, who gets in a challenge there, and now referee will call back the action. And the call goes in favor of Humble Lion. And Lewis now boots this one inside, played out by Keston Hall. Swaby was being held there, but good strength shown by the burly center forward, and Vishnal Harris now wins out for Mount Pleasant. Rolls this one down for the run of Clennon. Clennon being attended by the man Richie. Len can't get by the Vishnal Harris, but can't link up with Christian there, as the ball now comes with Nelson, who boots this one upfield for the run of Hall, but goalkeeper Taylor is alert to that danger. So no changes in the second half, in the halftime break. Humble Lion, Dennis Taylor, Linval Lewis, Kemar Drake, Andre Clennon, Jermaine Christian, Kenil Hyde, Afiba Chambers, Levon Williams, Vishnal Harris, and Andrew Vanzi. As Vanzi comes away with the ball now and wants to go down the right hand side, Williams makes the run inside. Now Vanzi chips it to the back post, and Kadeem Davis does well now to just recover that from the skies. As the ball now is with Nelson, who comes across the halfway line. Still Nelson on the ball, wants to play it across, chips it over for the run of Swaby. Swaby now wants to get by defender there, still Swaby, but now it's cut out by, looks to be Linval Lewis, who is with him and does well. Christian now takes over for Humble Lion. For Mount Pleasant, it's Kadeem Davis in goal, Ladale Ritchie, Campbell, Lateral Leng, Sule Makala, as this one is coming down now for the run of Levan Williams, and Sule McCullough does well just to continue the starting team. Kevin Isaacs, Ronaldo Rodney, Jeremy Nelson, Francois Swaby, Kessler Hall, and Cardell Benbow. And no changes as we approach 4 minutes into the second stanza here, as fence to fence crowd here lined up in the stadium. Here is Mount Pleasant, comes across. Here is Sule McCullough. Benbow now chips it inside now for the run of Rodney, but can he get there before Drake? Yes, he does, and tried to spot the run of Nelson, but Drake did well, was alert to the danger. Here is Rodney now, still Rodney, chips it across now for McCullough. McCullough off the outside of the boot, cut out by Vanzi, comes now to Vishnal Harris, and can't get by Nelson, so he pulls him to the turf. And professional foul there, had to foul because Nelson would have gone on the counter, so just making sure that he didn't go as the ball found its way there. So it's a free kick just about midway the Humble Lion half, and Kevin Isaacs and Sule McCullough are the two Mount Pleasant players standing over the ball. 3 players inside the box are on the, now 4 on the precincts of the box there, as McCullough and Isaacs. Here's Isaacs, comes around the ball now, boots this one off the wall, and corner kick there. That looked to have been going over the top, but kicked with a lot of power there, as a corner kick now to be taken from the left-hand side. Just about 5 minutes gone in the second stanza, as we look at Benbow going across to take this corner kick for the Mount Pleasant team. Here is Benbow now to take this corner, gives a signal, boosts it low, the ball comes across the box, but booted out there by Humble Lion. Benbow now does well to keep it in play, gets it as far as Isaac. Can Isaac get it back inside the box, rolls it along the ground to McCullough. Still McCullough now along the floor, but Taylor shouldn't have any challenges there, and bowls it out now to Levan Williams over on the left-hand side. Williams now spots the run of Christian, but if he looks inside, he will see Vishnal Harris, who now receives, gets by one. Still Harris trying to get by 3 players, but can't get the better of Rodney, as Benbow now wins the ball there. Here comes Nelson. Nelson across to Isaacs. Isaacs inside, bad pass, cut out there by Kenil Hyde. No pressure on the ball here, so Isaacs now with the opportunity. Hyde to go across. Richie now did well. Referee says ball, and ball comes as far as to Kesson Hall. Here is Kesson Hall now. Hall now trying, knocks it inside to Francois Swaby. Swaby rolls it back, but bad pass. Now it comes across to Rowan Richards, who got the goal here at Jacksall, but Clennon trying to buy something, but only run into the back of Campbell there, and nothing for sale there, referee would say, as we approach the 7th minute of the second half. It's Mount Pleasant 0, Humble Lion 0. Mount Pleasant in blue now kicking from right to left, and second place Mount Pleasant are going up against 4th place Humble Lion. 5 points separate the two teams here, as Clennon now chips this inside. Here's a ball comes across just off the boot of Isaacs. Not the best of clearances now, as Levan Williams now. Still Williams on the ball, still Williams. Can he get it to Hyde? Yes, he does. Hyde now will chip it inside and headed out there by Richie. High boot there from Clennon, and Clennon will receive a yellow card. Shown the card there by referee for the high boot on Richie. And the ball was really high in the air. So to be fair to Richie, it's not that he went lower than normal to get the header, but Richie. So free kick just inside the box, as get the action restarted here with Ricardo Campbell. Campbell now inside to Benbow. Back across to Campbell. Here's Campbell. Campbell now chips it inside. But a bad pass there. Now it's with Clennon. Clennon chips it and off the heel of Visnal Harris. And ugly drop there. Ugly fall there. As Clennon now pushing in the back of Isaacs. Isaacs stood his ground as the ball now played through quick. Restart. Levan Williams just cut out there by the man Ricardo Campbell. So quick restart. The Mount Pleasant team, all but Campbell fell asleep. They got the play off. Levan Williams was streaking inside the box. But Campbell with a timely interception there to keep the score sheet level here and preserve the clean sheet for the home team, who have the best defensive record in the Premier League. Here is Richards. Still Richards. Now trying to get by Benbow. And Richard, but Benbow does well to shield him off the ball here. Still Benbow. Benbow now plays it inside to Campbell. Campbell now will have to just boot it out for a throw after coming under pressure from Visnal Harris. So throwing now to Humble Lion as referee, the spectators here. Lots of Humble Lion spectators behind our commentary position calling for their respective players. Ball roll inside, comes as far as to Isaacs. Isaacs now boot this one upfield, but to no one in particular. And teams will just get a chance to come up field. Substitutes getting ready on the Mount Pleasant side of things. Not seen any action yet from the Humble Lion team, as now the ball is inside. Coming off the chest, here comes ball inside with Levan Williams to Clennon. Clennon has to go back and goes to Hyde. Hyde now looking for a pass, but being hounded all the time. Linval Lewis does well to create an angle for a pass, but cut out now by Rodney from Mount Pleasant. Here's Rodney on the ball, chips it inside now to Benbow. Benbow on the outside, still Benbow. Now wants to cut back, but Linval Lewis pretty much falling on top of him here. And referee obliges as the substitutes now getting off the bench here for the Humble Lion team, and physical trainer just getting them loose as Benbow getting some treatment and some substitutions now being lined up. Looks to be the new man Brown who's being lined up to come in, and also Jardine Fletcher. So Ryan Brown and Jardine Fletcher, the two players being lined up to enter the park. Not sure who will be coming off, but we'll just wait to see what the fourth official will put up on the board. Campbell is the man charged with this free kick, as Benbow is still on the turf. Now here is Campbell, chips this one deep to the back post and looks to run out of play, as substitutions now to be made. So Ryan Brown and Jardine Fletcher being lined up to come on, as fourth official now will make the substitution. So number 8, and coming off number 11, Keslan Hall, and coming in number 8, Jardine Fletcher, and also coming out number 16, Francois Sweby, and coming on is number 24, Ryan Brown. So like for like replacement here, as the new man Ryan Brown fast, bustling. Striker makes its way onto the turf, and Fletcher comes in. Here comes Drake. Plays this one outside to Hyde. Hyde goes inside. Still Hyde. Looking for a pass. Gets it to Richards. Richard across to Christian. And the referee, rather the goalkeeper, Kadeem Davis, will take care of things as Leng comes up the field now. First touch for Fletcher, the new man. Still Fletcher. Cuts inside. Still Fletcher now. Chips this one across now. Comes up and cut out there just in time by Kenil Hyde. So here of excitement around Fletcher as that looks to be an handball. And referee, ball where he wanted it, as 14 minutes have elapsed here in the second stanza. And 0-0 still the score line as the Humble Lion substitutes. So here comes Super. Here comes. Headed out now by Rodney. Played inside. Yo. Here's the ball now over on the far side to Fletcher. Fletcher plays it across to Nelson, to Isaacs rather, but Isaacs couldn't get that ball around. And yellow card shown to Linval Lewis by referee. And Lewis showing some dissent here. And so here is corner kick now taken, ball chipped inside, heads go up, headed out there by Mount Pleasant. Isaacs boots it now. Here comes Davis. As ball tipped outside. Here with Alexander Jordan. Jordan, what your impressions on the game so far? 0-0 the scoreline. We are 16 minutes in the second half. What do you make of the match so far?
I think possession play is important. I think Mount Pleasant is rushing the game a bit. I think they need to settle and play the triangle, form triangle along the corners of the field and build play from there.
All right, so Jordan there, our analyst, just chipping in as it's a throw-in now to Mount Pleasant after 16 minutes gone here in the second half. In case you just joined us, Mount Pleasant, they are playing in blue. They're on 41 points, second place in the Red Stripe Premier League. And Humble Lion, they are in fourth position with 36 points as Rodney now takes this one on the chest, knocks it across to Leng. Leng back inside to Ladale Ritchie. Under no pressure here. And going long again as Humble Lion line up a change. Corey Hilton, the man to come in as McCullough now controls. Haven't been going up the field much. Comes back inside with the man Campbell. Campbell now going long but cut out again by Levon Williams. Williams now inside to Clennon. Clennon tries to chip it forward for Vishnu Harris, who just body checks the man Campbell. McCullough now will play it upfield. Comes as far as to Rodney. Rodney now spots the run of Benbow. Benbow on the outside, but Rodney now plays it inside. Ryan Brown falls to the turf. Still as Jeremy Nelson now just manages to throw it across to Fletcher. And Fletcher going over the top there. Could have done better with that, Jordan.
As I said before, I think we need composure on the play. Good build-up just now, but I think we just need a little bit more composure.
So maybe the best chance there of the second half. And Fletcher maybe had a little more time than he thought there, and still managed to skite over the top to keep the score line at 0-0 here after 18 minutes in the second half. Portmore, the biggest winners of the second round in the second set of matches in the third round, as the ball headed now into the arms of Ladale Ritchie by the captain, into the arms of goalkeeper Davis by the captain Ritchie. Here is Rodney now to Sule Makala. Makala now trying to get a pass. Comes as far as Levan Williams for Humble Lion, but Benbow does well to just come in behind and get good possession here as Mount Pleasant now line up a substitution. So the number 25 player, Corey Hilton, to come on. And coming off, it's number 9, Jermaine Christian. Christian, one of the veteran players here at Humble Lion, would have been here since the Super League days. Not sure he's happy with the change, but it's what the coaches decide. 0-0, Jordan, at this juncture. Which one of the teams you think are feeling better about this result as it stands now?
Well, at 0-0, I don't think anybody should feel good about that. But in terms of play presently, I think Mount Pleasant is growing into the game. The two changes have changed the pace of the game, so the pace of play has improved. Fletcher has been seeing a lot of the ball, so it's all about decision making.
No, on the right hand side, but too heavy the cross there. Poor execution there from Leng, and he should have done better, Jordan.
Yeah, the key word I keep using is composure. As a wing back, I mean, squaring the football should be one of your key assets. So I think that was just a poor square.
All right, so as you said, and you rightfully said, Mount Pleasant getting some better looks of the dynamics of the team has changed with those two players coming in. Ryan Brown, the new man from Malines. Jeremy Nelson, also a new signing. What do you make of Nelson? We haven't seen much of Brown. He came on in the Aberview game, but Nelson has started both games since coming here. What do you make of him? We're going to get to you as soon as we have a chance here, as the ball is taken on the chest now by Clennon, who plays it across to the substitute Corey Hilton for first contribution over the top. We were asking you, what do you make of the new signings, Nelson, and to a lesser extent, Ryan Brown?
Nelson, he has been dictating play of late. He's showing for the football. He's making good passes. The last few Mount Pleasant attacks were good because they came through Nelson. So I think he's playing the spaces well, but we just need some more composure on the ball so we can build a better play towards goal.
Here is Levan Williams now inside the middle of the field. Pass it across to Rowan Richards. Richards now try to cut inside. Richards all along the ground into the arms of Kadeem Davis. And so so just some spectators here wants to big up an event, but haven't received a check for that one as yet. So here comes the man Nelson, plays it inside to Fletcher. Fletcher now, as Isaacs not really moving from that number 6 position, as Benbow now. Haven't seen much of him in the second half. Rolls this one up for Leng again, but Leng doesn't control well and allows the man Afiba Chambers to get the better of him and wins a throw here. So it's 41 points for Mount Pleasant. They are second in the league right now. We are into the third round. It's the business end of the competition. Good position?
Yeah, I would think so. I'd call it improvement upon last season. So, of course, it's growth. It's the second season in the league. So, I think you couldn't really expect more. But, you know, it's there for the taking. So, why not take it?
Hyde now. This possesses intercepts. Here comes Hilton now. The new man comes inside to Vishal Harris, who lines up a shot. But no problems again for Kadeem Davis. So, shots on target for Arnett, I almost said Arnett Gardens because Vishal Harris is a traditional Arnett Gardens player. So we're still getting used to him in a Humble Lion shirt. But managed to get a shot off there, but didn't cause any problems for Davis, as Ryan Brown now trying to assert himself and to impose himself on this Mount Pleasant defense. He's a bustling striker, and the referee has spotted an infringement there, the first assistant, and a free kick one over on the far side. So 23 minutes gone in the second half. That would give us 67 minutes all told in this fixture. 0-0 the scoreline here. We are here with Alexander Jordan, our analyst, David Price, the man here giving you commentary as Mount Pleasant line up to take a free kick. The fans here are anticipating something special from this Mount Pleasant team. They have brought in 2 players so far. Based on what you are seeing, do you think that this team has the goods to go all the way in this competition?
Yeah, definitely. I've seen a few of Mr. Brown. He's a decent striker. I think he brings a lot to the team. But in terms of this game, he needs to show some more.
Here's the free kick inside by Fletcher. Can't beat the first man. And you were saying about Brown.
Yeah, I think as a centre forward, he needs to come short for the ball and build plays along the flank. We have Fletcher is in a lot of space. I think if we use Fletcher more, we'll get more out of passing to finish.
All right, so substitution now. Levan Williams, the man, looks to be coming off. Coming on is number 17, Romeo Wright, former Woolmer's man, replacing Levan Williams here. Levan Williams, the former Sporting Central and Humble Lion man, coming off and could be their leading goal scorer. Williams with 7 goals so far in the Premier League this season as referee. Not sure if he's playing because the substitution is still being made, and now Romeo Wright will come in. Similar to Ryan Brown, stodgy striker, diminutive but well built and powerful as Isaacs now. Over on the right hand side, comes inside to Fletcher. Fletcher chips one inside for the run of Nelson. Here Fletcher still inside the box. Will he go down? No, doesn't go down under the challenge and looks to have, now the referee says foul. And it seems to me, Jordan, that if Fletcher had gone down there, it would have made for an interesting decision for the referee.
Yes, it could have. Anybody is brought down in the box, it always brings question. And with a home crowd, with the roar from the home crowd, any cards could play on the referee.
All right, so substitution. So 2 substitutions each. And ball now played long upfield. Isaacs misses out on the header. Clennon going high. Richie now boots this one long. But Afiba Chambers does well to control. Chips it across, but can't get Romeo right there before Richie. Richie now inside to Leng. Leng chips it over to the line, but outside. And showing now the verdict. Here is ball inside. Trying to head it on there is Clennon, but no contact there as we approach 27 minutes in the second half. 0-0 the scoreline here. Mount Pleasant, the home team in blue. It's a Monday night affair here. It's a final game in this second set of matches in the third round of the competition. And Mount Pleasant, who are in second place, won't change their position tonight, but would want to get within 2 points of the leaders. Waterhouse, as Brown now wanted to make the run, but maybe expected the contact, was playing for the contact from Drake and didn't get it there. Campbell now knocks it across to Sule Makala, who goes inside to Ronaldo Rodney. Rodney now across to Nelson. Still Mount Pleasant on the ball with Makala. Makala now inside to Isaacs. Isaacs with acres of room. Boots this one long. Is it too big? No. Fletcher takes it well on the chest. Now he has Chambers for company. Can he get by Chambers? Tries to come inside. Now he's been forced back by Chambers, who does well. And Fletcher, here comes now Chambers, the man going down the left hand side, but now he's tackled up by the man Isaacs, who just cleans up for Fletcher there. And Mount Pleasant lining up their final substitute. Was just about to ask you, Jordan, in terms of from a coaching standpoint, what adjustments you would have made with your last substitution. But Paul Teagat Davis has thrown his last throw of the dice here, lining up the homeboy Daniel Green to come in. He provided the assist for the equalizer, as handball the verdict in the minds of the Humble Lion players, but importantly not for a referee, as here is Brown now pulled to the turf there, and no call there. Think that's a make-up call, and now Brown just pushes him off the ball there. So Daniel Green being lined up to come in, not sure who is coming in for. just wait to see who he will be substituted for and we can assess the change. So Jeremy Nelson, the man coming off Daniel Green. What do you make of this final substitution for Mount Pleasant?
Putting Daniel Green in the number 10 position, I think Paul Teagat is going for a direct play through the middle. He'll go and support Brown in attack. And as we can see, Mount Pleasant is on the front foot, so why not go for the kill? All
right, so our analyst endorses that final substitution from the coaching staff here. Daniel Green, former Harborview man, he's a hometown boy from Windsor Heights in St. Anne's Bay, former Marcus Garvey technical player, and also national player as Hilton now dispossessed by Green. Green coming forward now, pushing forward, first action, but good tackle there by Vanzi, but look to have taken it on the hand. And he knows what he's doing as he over. And just timely interception there. What do you make of the referee's management of the game? Was quite aggressive in the first half. How do you assess the referee here tonight?
He has done pretty well. The game has calmed down. The game has been a less aggressive in the first half. It was more aggressive. Cars were flying all over. But I think the game has settled since it has gone on. Tiring legs, so players are slowing down a bit with play.
As Richie now boots this one over the top and close to the bathrooms there. Maybe wants to go, but doesn't have any other way to tell us. So that one goes high. The Mount Pleasant effect. Mount Pleasant have been around maybe 3 years in St. Anne, getting into the Premier League last year, and has been more or less a fixture. We are sure they'll be in the Premier League next year. What has been this Mount Pleasant effect been? And tell us in a few minutes what has been the effect of this Mount Pleasant wave on the St. Anne football public.
I think St. Anne has been dying from a tourist of football, Premier League football that is. St. Anne is the biggest fan base in Jamaica. So they are due a Premier League team and they are here in support. I mean, the support is marvelous, the best in the island. You know, they'll always have your back. So I think this is a glorious thing. Mr. Goal has been a blessing, I should say, to St. Anne because we have been needing this for so long.
As Green now plays the ball over on the right hand side to the man Fletcher. Fletcher can't get by the man Richards, but now he comes inside as far as the Rodney. Can Rodney drive forward? Rodney now chips inside, comes as far as the Green. Green now twists and turns, still Green on the ball, but calmly passes to Sule Makala. Makala now comes across to Fletcher. Fletcher chips it inside, spots Green. Green now can't get around. Referee didn't spot the infringement there as Sule Makala. Now he calls back the play and offside is the signal there. Was wondering if it was a free kick that he was calling back the play for. And just some anxious moments as Bigger Thompson now wants to make the final substitution for Humble Lion. And just to see who is making the error, is it Vishnal Harris? Not sure whose number went up on the board. And just waiting to see. So it's number 45. Rowan Richards, is it? Oh, it's number 7, Vishnal Harris, who makes his way off. And coming on is the number 5 player, Courtney Hill, as we approach 33 minutes here in the second half. 0-0 the scoreline between Mount Pleasant, the home team in blue, and Humble Lion from Clarendon, as Humble Lion now, who since coming in the league has been up and down but has managed to keep their place in the league, has had seasons where they have struggled, done well in some seasons, notably under Donovan Ducky. They won the league as Clennon now turns well, but boots wide off the upright. He did well to control with the right foot, was stretching all the time, and the left foot only managed to pull it away from the right upright. And Mount Pleasant lived to fight another day, Alexander Jordan.
Yeah, I think that was Sule Makala who got in his right foot there. Excellent defensive play from Sule Makala. I can say, we can call it, he saved the day today because Jack Saul had a gasp just now. So luckily it wasn't a goal.
There you have it from our analyst. It was a close shave there. The type of shave that if you were an inch deeper, you would have a cut in your face. As corner kick now taken by Hyde, chipped inside, headed out by Fletcher, but not very far. Fletcher now comes again and does well. So we see good defensive work by the attacking players as Benbow now boots it upfield, but nobody would have been there to run. As 33 minutes now, ball chipped inside by Drake, and Leng allows it to come across his body. Now he might have to shield, but boots it high into the trees there. And after missing and some glorious opportunities, Mount Pleasant, that is, Humble Lion with their opportunity there, but Clennon under the challenge there from the man McCullough did well. McCullough, and I was mentioning the effect of McCullough on this team. Originally a striker, made into a left side defender under the previous coach, and probably the best left-sided defender in the league right now based on his exploits so far, and he has goals in him.
Yes, he has that. As I would say, back in the days of Sir Alex Ferguson, we have John O'Shea that he uses to play various positions. I think Suey McCullough fits that role very well as a utility player.
Here's Hilton now, trying to string a pass across, gets it across to Richards. Richards now to goal, and built to the back of the net! He wrong-footed the man, Kadeem Davis. The ball was going to the right-hand side, but a deflection there, wrong-footed the goalkeeper, seemed to have come off the foot of Ladale Ritchie there, and as a result, the ball goes to the next side, and nothing that Davis could do about that. He was going to the left side, the deflection took it to the right side, couldn't turn there, and Rowan Richards again proving to be the nemesis for Mount Pleasant at Jacksall. Alexander Jordan.
Yeah, a deflection is always a goalkeeper's Achilles heel. A deflection is a dangerous thing when it comes down to goalkeeping. But I think Mount Pleasant just have to regroup and come again stronger for the final minutes.
Yes, and there are 10 of those minutes left here in this encounter. Nothing that the goalkeeper could have done, and they are just remonstrating here, and really quite an unfortunate way to concede a goal. Yellow card to Richards here. Not sure if he took off his shirt. Didn't see what the action was there, but he's on the advice of the fourth official. He has been shown a yellow card. Kadeem Davis trying to keep a clean sheet, but really can't blame the goalkeeper for that goal there, and still remonstrating. Was going the right way, to be fair to him, but as Jordan mentioned, it's not the favorite thing for a goalkeeper, a deflection, as the story is that the last time Mount Pleasant played Humble Lion here at Jacksall, they went into a 1-0 lead courtesy of Rowan Richards, who just scored the goal, but ended up losing the game 2-1 in the last 5 minutes of play. The man on the ball responsible for what was a glorious comeback. Do we have a comeback on our hands here tonight, Alexander Jordan?
Yes, I would believe so. I think Mount Pleasant were on the front foot. They were just caught on a quick counter. That is a part of football. When you're pressing teams high, you're vulnerable to the counter attack.
So against the run of play, and we saw Humble Lion coming close just before that, maybe about 3 minutes before, and now a telling deflection there, costing the home team to concede. Here is Fletcher now comes as far as to Leng. Leng would want to get this down and get it inside the box, but can't get by the man of FIBA Chambers, and really a nothing ball there. But Romeo right now does well to recover for Humble Lion and will hold up now. Comes across trying to get it to Richards, who plays it as far as to Isaacs. Isaacs comes across to Fletcher. Fletcher over on the right hand side. And Ryan Brown really hasn't seen much of him coming deep now to receive. He's a burly guy. you probably looks a bit overweight now as this one comes across with the man Sule Makala. So as they employ the tactic at Harbourview, Makala now being played higher up the pitch as here comes Rodney now. Plays it across, comes inside to Fletcher. Bad pass again as he was trying to play the one-time pass. Nobody really wanting to take responsibility and shoot to goal. And as I was saying in the Harbourview game, trailing 1-0, they switched to a three-man back line and use Makala high up the pitch. We are seeing that strategy right now and could be open to the counter-attack, but maybe the coaches have no choice at this point, Jordan.
Yeah, at this point in the football game, 1-0 down, you have to go for it. So I think it's a positive tactical change from Paul Teagat Davis. So I'm looking forward to a positive result from it.
So Benbow, who is predominantly a wide player, being employed a lot in the middle of the pitch today, as lots of sliding here, and Rodney took that one on the arm. Just man couldn't get out of the way there. And Humble Lion now quite excited. They are used to being in the lead. They came here last season in the first game. They won 1-0 here at Jacksall. They came here again, got the lead, but couldn't hold on to it, as right now look to have been offside from our position, but no. So here come Thompson now losing his voice. Yes, calling back the players. Thompson now has lost his voice and calling back the team here, bringing back the team here. So here's a ball now chipped inside the middle of the field. So it's going to be interesting to see how the tactics play out here, because the Humble Lion team are being urged back by their coach. You think that's a good strategy? 5 minutes to go, you are leading by a goal to nil, just dressing back, stepping back into deep blocks. How effective a strategy you think that is, considering that the attacking team will get a lot of room in your half? I'll allow it to respond after this. As he heads it over the box. Should have done much better with that one. McCullough with the assist, potentially, but Jean headed it over the top. We were talking about the strategy here and about that missed chance, Jordan.
Well, Humble Lion has been playing on the deep block for a couple of minutes now. So it's naturally they will try and secure the one goal. I don't see the point of going for another one unless you get a quick counter.
So Mount Pleasant knocking at the door, but not with much quality in the attacking third. Just half chances as now headed out by Clennon. The man Hill now just come on the field. Hill now gets it back to the one Clennon. Clennon now. So Humble Lion trying to play the possession game, and that one will run outside. Vanzi. So just about 4 minutes plus any stoppages according to our watch here. And Mount Pleasant have been getting some late goals after conceding a late one at Harbourview the week before. They popped up with a late one last week to equalize, and 2 late goals against Humble Lion the last time Humble Lion came here, free kick to Mount Pleasant. So it's more like what they used to call Fergie time in the time of Alex Ferguson. Maybe we're going to start calling it Teagat time. But let's see, as Benbow now with one to beat can't get by the man, went to the turf, and he's now dispossessed by the man Corey Hilton, who takes his own time, nonchalantly passes, but cut out by Fletcher. Romeo Wright can't be offside because the pass came from the defender, but the referee says fair play there. And you are the coach of Mount Pleasant. With 3 minutes to go, trailing 1-0, what will be the instructions to the team?
Kevin Isaacs in the middle, he has been spreading the ball to the flank very well. I would go direct flank play into the forwards. I'd like to see some more of Mr. Brown. I'd like for him to show for the football in terms of filling in the pockets and building play. He has yet to show in the game.
Just looks to be a good physical player. Runs hard, and if he gets the opportunity, has a shot on him, but not sure if he's showing how to create for himself those runs in terms of his movement, coming inside to get outside, coming deep sometime coming shallow to go deep. So young player, is 19 years old, still learning his craft. So, you know, just a learning curve here for the youngster coming in from Malines, who started the league on a bang. He was responsible for their early ascendancy, but now languishing third from bottom as Benbow now chips this one inside, headed out by Clennon, who has gone all the way back as a central defender. Richie now comes back to Campbell. Campbell now wants to go forward. No pressure, all Humble Lion players in their half. Chips this one now, looks for either Benbow or Fletcher. None of them will win out as Richards now, the goal scorer, chips it around the man. Comes to Richie. Richie now boots it inside to no one in particular. And by our watch, we have 44 minutes gone. Not much time for Mount Pleasant to get back themselves here. No fan dares to leave Jacksall at this time, because some of them would be victims of some late drama, and after being at a game for over 2 hours, relying on somebody to tell you what the result was. And as such, most of the fans glued to their positions here at Jacksall, as this one now played long, headed inside by Campbell, headed further forward now. Humble Lion intercepts, Clennon now controls, cut out by Sule Makala. Actually, Rodney was the man there, comes now inside, can't get it to Green. Hill now holds up the ball well. Hill has done well since coming in just to keep possession. Now he lines up a shot, and has to be pushed around the upright by Kadeem Davis. And the man Hill, I was just saying, Jordan, has really made a good contribution to the Humble Lion team since coming in.
Yeah, since he came on, Humble Lion has pushed forward a bit in terms of faster on the counter-attack. And they have created a few clear chances that maybe they should have put away. So a good save by the goalkeeper.
So a conservative approach to the corner here, to say the least. Just 2 players for Humble Lion in the box. Will you allow 2 to score? No, says Kadeem Davis. Now he boots this one upfield for the run of Brown and Makala. But Linval Lewis will head this one away. Makala now, who is playing as a second striker. Benbow now comes in between. Vanzi does well and clears his lines. Desperate defending, bravado defending here as Richards now, all composure here, comes inside to Vanzi. Vanzi now comes wide to Clennon. Clennon on the outside, looks forward. No, to goal! Kadeem Davis does well just to beat it away. Could not manage to hold on to that. That's a second save in a matter of minutes. And Clennon now allows it to run outside. Jordan, we have gone 46 minutes. Humble Lion really playing the smart game here, and looks as if it may be all over here. Not seeing any time shown by the 4th official, so still not sure what the additional time is. As here comes ball now, inside to right, holds up the ball. Still right, being hounded by 2 Mount Pleasant players. Campbell now inside to Ronaldo Rodney. Ronaldo Rodney maybe needs to go long. Still pushing. Ronaldo Rodney, long his strides here. Asking for a pass, cuts inside, still Ronaldo Rodney. Now outside you will see Benbow, but comes back to Leng. Leng now can go wide to Benbow. He does that now. Benbow now on the outside, wants to cross inside. Comes at far as to Green, who boots over the top again. And that was poor from Daniel Green.
Yeah, a poor finish from Daniel Green. Good positioning, but a poor finish. As the key word I keep using is composure. We need some more composure around the goal.
Well, now we see the fans streaming out. I think they are saying it's 2-time lucky. And the goalkeeper is down. And Taylor now gets up, the goalkeeper. And we could have an end to this game at any time, because have not seen any time put up on the board by the 4th official. Not sure if we missed the time. And Bigger Thompson is signaling 1 minute, so maybe they have gotten the information from the 4th official, as Taylor now boots this one long, high upfield. Campbell can't get the better of Clennon here. Here is Rodney now. Comes as far as to Leng. Leng boots this one. Over on the far side, comes to Fletcher. Fletcher takes it on the chest, still Fletcher. Fletcher now can't get the better of the player there, and Richie comes across for a throw-in, and this may be the last throw of the game. Jordan.
Yeah, a good tactical showing from Umberland, and they sat back and wait for the counter, and it came. They got the goal on the counter. So I should say good game execution from them.
And that's the final whistle there, as Mount Pleasant have come into Jacksall with a 1-0 result here to move to 39 points to join Portmore, but they remain in 4th position. Mount Pleasant, despite the loss, also remain in 2nd position, but the Mount Pleasant team avenging the defeat in the 2nd round after losing here 2-1, coming back courtesy of a goal from the man Rowan Richards with just about 13 minutes to go in the encounter, getting the goal off a deflection from the captain Ladell Ritchie. And the final result here, Mount Pleasant 0, Humberline 1. Jordan, your final assessment of the game as the home team managed to lose here at Jacksall.
Yeah, it was a game of squandered chances, and the team that took their chance walk away with the points, as usual with football. So it was just a matter of Umberland, and they sat back and wait for the counter. It came. It provided a few chances for them, some close shavings for Mount Pleasant, but they themselves also got some chances. They need more composure around the box, and you know, with more composure will come better finishing. So that is just my assessment of the game.
Thank you so much, our analyst Alexandra Darden there. David Price just signing out with the news that from Jacksall, Mount Pleasant, they have lost this game, yet to record a victory in the 3rd round, and going down 1-0 to the visitors from Clarendon Humberline, who will go up in 39 points, still in 4th position behind the defending champions Portmore, who have a superior goal difference. Mount Pleasant with 41 points will have to look to the next game. So we're signing out here from Jacksall with the news that Mount Pleasant have lost this one. Thanks to our analyst here, Alexander Jordan, our cameraman here, Kirk Hall, as the chairman of the club, Lester Mike Henry, now makes his way onto the field to congratulate his team. It's 1-0 the score line as we sign out from Jacksall from the Mount Pleasant YouTube channel here. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, so Ron Richards is our man of the match tonight. He had the winner in the 81st minute, a good one too, and he has an affinity for scoring against this Mount Pleasant team. 3 times he has played against them now, and 3 times he has scored.
Yeah, 3 times play against them, 3 times score. I like these type of games because Mount Pleasant is a very good team in the league. I like these matches. These matches test my football career and skills.
The match itself was not a match of high quality, but from the very outset, we saw a lot of determination in the Humberland team.
Yeah, because the coach tell us to come out and get all 3 points because we have to stay in the top league. We have a chance. And as you know, Portmore win and passes, so we have to catch them back up. We don't want to slip up no time.
About your own form and career in the Premier League now, you started out with Jamalco a few seasons ago, but you already have 6 goals so far this season, and you have never had 6 goals in a season before. What's going right for you this year?
Yeah, we get more playing time now, and the coach allow me to play more freely now. Just jive all the way, and finishing.
Thank you very much, Rowan.
Thank you, sir.
Rowan Richards, our man of the match tonight, with his winning goal that gave the Humberland team a victory over the Mount Pleasant team. First victory over Mount Pleasant in 5 matches. And Paul Teagat Davis, I don't know what's going wrong with your team, but you've been all season one of the most free-scoring teams in the league. Now you've gone 3 matches with just 1 goal. What's going wrong?
That's what we're doing. We're missing chances now. I spoke when the season just started, you know. If we take our chances, we'll win games, you know. Right now, for the past 3 games, I think we're missing some easy chance, and then the lapse in last minute, and it's cost us.
Which is what happened at Harbourview a couple of weeks ago as well. So what are you going to do now to fix that? Because you have been in a position for several weeks to challenge for the lead, but Waterhouse keeps slipping away from you because you are dropping points, and certainly they aren't right now.
We have to go back to basic, you know. Go back to basic. That's why we're going wrong, you know. But the most important thing that we're getting our chances, and chances win game in a player tournament like this, you know. We have to take those chances, and if we don't, and these teams stay in the game more longer like that, that's what happened to us.
Okay, thank you very much, Paul, and best of luck for the remainder of the season.
Thanks.
Paul Teagat Davis, former top striker for Jamaica at a national level. We've got O'Neill Bigger-Thompson coming in here now to talk to us about this Humberland victory. A victory, O'Neill, that the team worked very hard for. I told both Teagat Davis and Rowan Richards just know that the game wasn't a game of high quality. There were a lot of sloppy moments in the game, but ever present was that desire from this Humberland team.
Yeah, as I explained to you before, we have to prepare for games like this. I mean, the bad days sometimes is when you learn most, and this is one of them days we get a result, but there was some areas that we have to improve on, and we work hard all week to soak up and to maintain pressure, and we did that, and at the end of the day, yeah.
Now, your victory tonight takes you up to joint third in the table on points, but based on goal difference, you remain fourth. How does this result impact on your outlook for the remainder of the season?
Well, I mean, just the next game, and we treat every game at a time. We wanted 3 points so that we get that, and we look forward to the next game. I mean, regardless of where you finish, you must play in the playoff. I mean, it might be a bit easier when you go to the semi-finals, but we understand that, and we want to maintain our position in terms of the playoff, and so far we have been doing that, and I'm happy with that.
Thank you very much, O'Neill.
Thank you very much, sir.
O'Neill Bigger Thompson coaching this Humberland team tonight in place of regular coach or head coach Andrew Price, who is away with the Jamaica women in the CONCACAF Olympic qualifiers in Texas. But a huge result here for Humberland, their first victory over this Mount Pleasant team in 5 matches, and they're getting a result here that takes them closer to the top. Mount Pleasant 0, Humberland